Hello and welcome once again to some more Football Manager 2021. This is part 61 of the Sir Alex Ferguson challenge with Aston Villa and the first part of season 7, the big season of this save, because if we are following the Sir Alex Ferguson challenge to the T, which we are by the way, we should be winning the title this season. This is the last sort of season we have the opportunity to win the title, because Sir Alex won the first Premier League title with Man United in his 7th season, and he then went on to win the double in season 8. So we've got a lot to achieve in the next 2 seasons of this career mode if we are to succeed in completing the Sir Alex Ferguson challenge. Today we've got our first 2 matches of the season against Chelsea and Arsenal, and I will of course be catching you up on this summer's transfer window, which I think has been an absolute cracker. We've spent £80 million on a new player. We've also brought back a legend of the club as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to take you through the outgoings first, as always, but you could feast your eyes and have a little look on the right-hand side if you wanted to spoil it for yourself. But of course, you're not going to do that. So, on the outgoings then, Jordan Henderson did go on a free transfer to Celtic. He is a great player. But I think I quite like the Celtic signing for him. I think he'll do very, very well at Celtic, and you know he's still got it. He showed it more last season than he did the previous season, but you know his presence will be missed around the dressing room. He was the leader of a lot of the mentor groups, so it is a shame, but he has gone. And Oliver Zitch has gone out on loan as well. Other than that, Joe Willock, I was really happy with this one. A player that only played one match all season last year for us, and only 17 matches the year before. We signed him for 8.5 million, sold him to Leeds, who were complete mugs, by the way, for £45 million. I was very, very happy with that deal. João Cancelo has gone as well. He was getting a bit old. He is 32 now, coming up 33 this season, so I thought now was the time to get rid of him. He's gone for 16.25, potentially a £21.5 million deal. Callum Hudson-Odoi, a guy that came in last season. He did all right, but was mainly used off the bench. We got a £33 million offer from Watford. I thought that was a no-brainer, really, to get rid of. Leonardo Bellardi has gone as well to Orlando City. Greco's gone out on loan again. Oliver Hanan has gone out on loan. And Gerard Ortiz, he was somebody that we signed for 34 million a couple of years ago. He didn't really do very well, but then it was the full back glitch as well, where they weren't getting as high an average rating. So I'm not sure whether this was a good deal or not. But Real Madrid have signed him for £50 million. He did all right at Real Sociedad and Fenerbahce over the last 2 seasons. I was out on loan. But yeah, Real Madrid came in with a £50 million offer, and we let him go. That one could come back to bite us. He's still only 23, can improve. Maybe he will be a world beater, but you know, at £50 million, I wasn't really going to turn that sort of money down. When we've got Estevez in there, we've still got Max Aarons as well. I was quite happy to bring in the money and solidify the finances a bit. Oliveira's went out on loan, and Ricky J. Jones has gone out on loan. I mean, of course, Ricky J. Jones scored the phantom goal in the last episode. If you haven't seen that, please go and check it out. It was insane. I've done more investigations since, and I've come to the conclusion there was no goal, but it appeared anyway. He did all right since he came in January, but I think he'll actually benefit more from having a season-long loan deal. I do still plan on using him. I think he is very, very good. He's very good. He's got some very good attributes, and I think he will be a good Premier League striker in the future. I think it is just a case of getting him a season of proper first-team football where he can perform well in the league, and we'll see how he gets on after that. So, after all of that, let me show you the signings we've brought in. Now, there's not been that many. I will admit that. There's not been that many. I've tried to be a bit more reserved this transfer window and maybe save more in the kitty for January if we need a little bit more. And that's sort of said by, you can see our net spend is massive profit, basically. So Jack Grealish, the prodigal son, the legend of Aston Villa, has returned. He hasn't had the most successful spell at Juventus since signing for £60 million. He had an alright first season, didn't really play last year. Only made one start, and of course he had his best season ever at Aston Villa before he did leave for Juventus for £60 million. We've brought him in on loan, and we're only paying his wages, and £150,000 a month. Along with that, so I think it's an absolute bargain actually to get him back. He is injured at the moment, but I think we know what Grealish's qualities are. We know that he's fit very well into our systems in the past. I see no reason why he won't be a good player this year if we can get him going again. He is 30 years old now, so I didn't want to splash 30 odd million on him, but getting him in on loan could be a nice signing for us. This is potentially my biggest ever signing in Football Manager. I'm not sure I've ever spent more than this. £80 million on John Reyes from Sheffield United. Some of you that have been following for a while will know I've been a big fan of his over the last couple of years and been keeping an eye on him at Sheffield United. He is a wonder kid. I've sent him on a leadership course by accident. I'm very, very happy with this signing. He is a wonder kid. As I said, he's only 20 years old. Look at some of these attributes. Absolutely disgustingly good. He can play anywhere along the front four. As a striker, which we'll probably use him quite a lot as, although his finishing could be a little bit better. But mainly, we are bringing a new system in with an attacking midfielder, because look at this. This is just insane. And if you stick him on attack, of course, finishing is the only one that's a slight question mark for him. But having said that, he scored 23 goals in 28 starts for Sheffield United last year, and 5 assists as well, with a 7.34 average rating. £80 million, it's a big gamble. But, he's had 2 very good seasons in a row, one in the Championship, even better in the Premier League. He's going to be a special player, and, I'm looking forward to working with him. We've also brought in Nuno Mendes, a 24-year-old Portuguese international. Left back, we've brought him in on loan from Chelsea. He signed for Chelsea a few years ago now for £41 million, and he has been playing fairly regularly for him. And we've brought him in as a left back, and hopefully he will be a good quality player for us. And on loan as well, for a 1.8 million loan fee. Of course, we already had Paul Pogba back in this season. Of course, he had an excellent spell from January last year, scoring 8 goals and assisting 3 more in 15 appearances since January. So I'm really hoping that those loan signings of Grealish, Pogba and Mendes can do us some justice. We've also brought in Luke Hutchinson as a backup goalkeeper from Bolton. He's nothing special. He is there as our third choice goalkeeper, really. He has played for Bolton over the last few seasons. Interestingly enough, didn't play in much last year, but the 2 previous seasons did all right. He is just honestly a backup player. Jordan Morley has come in as well as on a free transfer. He's got decent potential, 2 to 3 star potential there. He's got some decent attributes in there. He's not going to be Neymar, but he might be a decent profit player in the Premier League. He's already valued at 675k, so we'll see how that goes. And we've signed Haiti Henry from, who was that from again? Amiens, or Amiens in France. He is a defensive midfielder, can play in the middle of the park as well. He's got some excellent attributes, and we've signed him for £15 million. He's already worth £33 million, and I think this guy could be good. Another Mohamed Mulder, if you like, sort of one of those that's a little bit of a rotation player. He's a squad player at the end of the day, and that's exactly what we've got him in for. And he's come in as our fourth best midfielder, and he'll play there when the other guys can't, essentially. So we've gone for a slightly different tactical approach this season. We're going with a fluid counter-attack, positive fluid counter-attack again, which is what we did towards the end of last year and had great success with it. But we're now sort of getting rid of the wingers because Neymar's getting older. Diogo Jota is 29 now, and can play. Both of those can play through the middle. The one man I feel sorry for in all of this is Oscar Garcia, who's a 21-year-old wonder kid who could turn out to be a fantastic player. He had an okay season last year. I'm not sure. We're just going to experiment with it for now. It's a bit of a risky experiment to make in Season 7, granted, because we've got to win the title this year if we are to complete the challenge. So it is a bit of a risk, but I'm going with the same idea. We're very overloaded in central midfield positions of some really top quality players, and that's basically the reasoning behind it. So we're going for the 4-3-1-2. Sorry. So we're still going with two up top because Calvert-Lewin and Abraham had a very good partnership towards the end of last year. We've still got Ollie Watkins and Paul Glatzel knocking around the club, although I have transfer listed Ollie Watkins, I will be honest, because, the last 2 seasons he's scored 8 goals. I don't think that's good enough in 44 appearances. So, this is the team that we've got ready for today then, against Chelsea at home. And, if last season's anything to go by, we're probably going to get absolutely stuffed and I'm going to panic. But yeah, Emiliano Martinez will start in goal with Estevez, Christensen, Brindley and Lucas in defence. We've then got Ndombele, Paul Pogba and James Maddison in the middle of the park, with John Reyes starting behind Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Tammy Abraham up top. So let's get into it then. We've got a pretty strong bench as well, with Tom Good in there, Haiti Henry. We've got Curtin Rice as defensive options. Rice can also play in the midfield. And then Neymar, Jota and Sales as our attacking options from the bench. So Tammy Abraham will apparently take the armband for today. That's fine by me. So let's go to match then. And I'm pretty nervous about this because we were playing so well towards the end of last season. We beat Chelsea 3-1 away at Stamford Bridge in that run. So, there's not too many new faces. In fact, the only new face in that starting lineup is John Reyes, who's our £80 million player. Romelu Lukaku's back at Chelsea. What has happened there? 46.5 million. I mean, how old? He's 33 now. I mean, to be fair, he's still incredible. Apparently, he's getting better every season. Amazingly, last year was his best season at Inter Milan since he joined, which is crazy at the age of 33. He's going to be 34 in May, and Chelsea have splashed 46.5 million on him. That is something I didn't expect to see. But now we've clicked on him, he's going to score and tear us apart. So there you go. 4-3-1-2. I haven't played one of these for a good couple of years now. This guy's pretty good, this Puglisi as well. Chelsea playing a narrow diamond, and well, we'll see how we get on, I suppose. But here we go. Ready for the season to start. We're going to encourage the team like we always do. We might as well play for set pieces as well when we do get that option again. Here's Tomori now. Mount Tomori again to Pedri. Lukaku with a shot early on, a bit ambitious from that range. I'd love to get this ball back. Oh, what a great save from Emiliano Martinez there. Well done. Yeah, so let's play for set pieces. I think that's a good idea. Ramsdale. Tomori now. He has Moracini Moricini on the right-hand side. We're struggling to keep up with him, but Maddison gets there. He has Brindley now. To Lucas, to Pogba, back to Brindley. Pogba, back to Martinez now. He has Estevez. Estevez gets it forward to Ndombele now. Ndombele pushing down this right-hand side. Doing a great job. Oh, Estevez gets there. Go on, son. Thomas Estevez now. Prove that Ortiz isn't needed. Well, that didn't really prove it one way or the other. Here's Puglisi now. Whoa, what a shot that was. But Martinez was aware of it and managed to grab it before anything happened. Maddison clears. Chilwell now for Chelsea. And now Puglisi has a chance to get it into Romelu. Here's Mason Mount, and that's over the bar. Chelsea certainly looking strong so far. But we're holding on for now. Goretzka, new signing for Chelsea. Free transfer, that is. Because I was having a look at Goretzka before Chelsea signed him. Here's John Reyes, by the way. John Reyes with a shot. It was a bit tame in the end. I don't know which foot he uses, actually. But here's Ndombele. Gets it in. Abraham's there, and it's a penalty, I think. No, it's gone the other way. It's a free kick. That's a shame. That is a shame. Here's Moricini now to Lukaku. Mount. Moricini. Reyes tracking back here. Puglisi scores. And Chelsea are 1-0 up. And you have to admit they probably deserve it, to be honest. They've been slightly the better team so far. But, you know, if we want to win the title this year, this is the sort of game we have to win. If we're looking at ourselves in the mirror. Tammy Abraham not having the best of games. But it's half-time. It's 1-0 Chelsea. We're going to thrash our arms about and say we're far from pleased. It's one of them that I'm going to give it 10 minutes before changing the tactic to what we ended last season with. And there we go. They've had ample opportunity. And actually, John Reyes not having a good game, which is such a shame to see. But here we go. What are we going to do? So who's not playing well in the middle of the park? Paul Pogba isn't playing well. So we're going to get Neymar on. We'll see what he can do. John Reyes is going to move up top for Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham's going to come off for Jorge Salles, who's played pretty well on the right-hand side before. And we shall attack from there and see how we get on for this last 30 minutes. Here's Lucas. Neymar. Lucas again. Lucas on the ball. Gets it forward towards Neymar, who's just come on the pitch. Neymar shoots, and it's a good save from Ramsdale in the end. But Neymar going to take the corner now. Neymar into the middle. It's away. Here's Salles. Salles on the ball. Loses it. That's a big shame. That is definitely a shame. We're going to go very attacking now. We're going to berate the boys, as I like to call it. Here's Lucas. Now Neymar. Maddison. Maddison cuts inside. Maddison shoots. Maddison scores. And James Maddison, with his first goal of the season, gets us back onto level terms within 7 minutes of the old tactic being instilled. And we have looked noticeably better. And that was a great finish from James Maddison. And it's 1 goal apiece now. Chilwell. Puglisi. Chilwell again. Gets it into Goretzka. Now here's Mount. Goretzka. Mount. Oh, great save from Martinez. He seemed to predict what was happening there. He seemed to dive before Mount took the shot. And it was a good save in the end. Mount into the middle. Lukaku was there. But Neymar's got it now. And he gets it away, even though it's towards no one. Martinez. Away now. Oh no, here's Pedri. Here's Puglisi. Oh, great tackle. What a tackle that was. Chilwell. Goretzka. Goretzka! Oh, and that was just wide. Let's encourage them. Encourage the boys. And it's one of them. Reyes just not having a good game, unfortunately. So we might bring on Diogo Jota and stick Salles up top after this highlight. Here's Lukaku. Brindley gets it back. Estevez away. Unfortunately, John Reyes not doing anything. It's a disappointing debut. I was hoping that he would score a hat-trick or something today and tear the league apart. And Lukaku has scored the most ridiculous goal that you're likely to see. So Yotta's going to come on. He's going to go on the right-hand side. Salah's is going to go up top with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And we're going to go back to very attacking. And yeah, it is actually his first ever Chelsea goal. That's hilarious, isn't it? That he didn't score when he was a Chelsea player all those years ago. We're going to berate the boys again. Come on. We'd take a 2-2 draw here. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. And there you go. It's full time and Chelsea have won it. And I think they were the better team. We had our chances, but we just didn't seem to turn up today. And it's a big disappointment. It's not title race over yet, but we might be inclined to think that way if we lose against Arsenal as well. Okay, here we are then for the Arsenal match. A couple of changes we've made, but we're gonna keep the faith in the 4-3-1-2. I know we did, well, seemingly did a lot better with the 4-2-4, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes in this match. Emre Kurt has come in at left back. I've swapped round the midfielders a little bit. Madison's now our box-to-box, and Pogba's our Mazzala, because that's where he was playing last year and doing so well. I've also moved John Reyes onto a support duty rather than attack. So let's see how it goes this match. I have no idea what to expect. We're away from home against Arsenal. It's never usually a match we do that well in, to be honest. So we'll see how it goes. Let's have a little look at the Arsenal team. They've got Richarlison in there. Still got Ceballos and Saliba, which is interesting. And you can see our team very similar to the first day of the season. We didn't do too badly against Chelsea, but it is the sort of match we want to be winning if we're going to do decently this season. Arsenal lost by 4 goals on their opening day, so I suppose if we are going to play them, now is a good time. But yeah, let's see how we get on. Let's see how we get on. Come on, boys. Let's do this. John Reyes, I'm expecting a big performance from him today. Let's see how he gets on. Not a great deal happening so far. We have got slightly better XG than Arsenal, but it's a bit like the Arsenal Newcastle match in the FA Cup last week. Not a lot happening, but I suppose we'll see. Emre has Emre took a knock or something? It seems a bit odd that he's so dead. Pump fists. We owe Arsenal. That looks good. Yeah, Emre does look pretty tired. Should we get Lucas on instead? And see how he gets on. Madison doing well as a box-to-box midfielder, which is interesting. But again, just not creating many chances is the unfortunate thing. He has... Oh, I thought Calvert-Lewin was going to get his noggin on it there, but he didn't. He has Elmas on the left-hand side, pushing forward. Now Ceballos, Tierney forward at Elmas now. Oh, it's back to Tierney. It's back to Rodrigo. Oh, I feel like an Arsenal goal is definitely on its way here, because we just cannot get the ball back. And there's Elmas, and there's the goal. It just felt like it was going to happen, and after 60 minutes, we're 1-0 down here. And once again, potentially looking at changing the tactic. John Reyes has played rubbish again. It's just shocking, really. Let's see how he gets on up front with Tammy Abraham. We'll stick Neymar on the left-hand side. Calvert-Lewin off for Yotta this time. And we'll see what that does. I'm not confident, though. We'll go attacking as well. Let's see how we do. But if we lose both of the opening matches, yes, this is a very tough start of the season, but it's not a good sign, is it? And you just sort of lose your momentum, don't you? If you don't win the opening matches, you're sort of screwed, for want of a better word. I mean, we are playing better than Arsenal, apparently. It's just not quite going our way. Got one more substitution to try and spring this game into life. And honestly, John... yeah, of course we don't. We don't have one. That's a shame. But John Reyes not doing well. Is this... Yeah, it's our free kick. So it's going to be Neymar from outside the area. Neymar. Oh, what a goal from Neymar, the captain. What a brilliant free kick. He's still got it from set plays, dead ball situations, and that was terrific. And we're now 1-1 with Arsenal. Can we go on and win the game? We've got the momentum, but can we take advantage of it? What was that? Why didn't Maddison get it? Richarlison now. If Arsenal score, well, they've got a penalty. They've got a penalty. Brindley, I don't think he's got an excuse. They're going to check it on VAR, and it is a penalty. So, yeah, that is quite ridiculous. Oh, but missed. Wow, that was terrible. That was terrible. Right, come on, boys. Let's encourage them in this last 10 minutes. Can we do it? Here's Lucas. Now Maddison. Back to Lucas. Can he whip it in? He can, but only as far as Adebayo. Here's Estevez. Gets it forward, but Magno gets it away. Now here's Pogba. Pogba on the ball. Pogba to Diogo Jota. Now Abraham has the chance, and Abraham scores, and it was a brilliant through ball from Neymar, and that could be a huge goal for us in the context of our season if we can hang on. We are going to go balanced now, and it was a good ball through from Neymar, and Tammy Abraham was there for his first goal of the season, but straight away we've got another highlight, and that's worrying. Very worrying. Here's Elmas, who scored the first goal, of course. Elmas gets it in, and Martinez manages to snuff it out. And he's going to boot it forward again. Can he get it to one of our players this time? Martinez boots it forward. Pogba's there. Reyes now. John Reyes. Oh, that was a chance. That was a chance. Maybe another couple of points in his finishing attribute, and he would have scored that. Here's Abraham. Estevez now. Maddison. Oh, he's lost it. What was that? And this looks like an Arsenal chance now. Darwin into the middle. Estevez away. He has Diogo Jota, who usually likes to go on massive runs. He has Neymar. Neymar on the ball, and he's fouled. He's won a free kick just outside the area, and that's a yellow card for Magno. Can Neymar score another brilliant free kick? He's going to go for it. Neymar into the middle. I thought he was going to shoot. He should have shot, to be honest. He would have probably done better. Now we've got a defender corner. Oh, that looked horrible. Oh, and Darwin over the bar. It was offside anyway. Ooh. Oh, no, another highlight. Oh, and they've scored. Darwin Núñez with the goal there. And that was so frustrating that once again, from a set piece, we just look like we melt in those situations. Christensen at fault, and he's had a very poor 2 games. We have actually brought in a new player. I didn't show you him. I'll show you him in a minute. But that's disappointing. To come out with a 2-2 draw after the way we played in the second half is frustrating. We've got Man City next, and I've got to say, I feel like we're going to go for the old tactic again. Back to the season 6 tactic. And just hope that Reyes books up his ideas a little bit. That's, he's the reason that we brought in the attacking midfielder role. And he's done rubbish in the last 2 matches, which is a shame because he's been excellent for Sheffield United, and I had a look at his form for last season, and he was brilliant for them. But hey, there's nothing you can do about it. Is there? You've just got to roll with it and hope that these things come good. So when are we going to come back? That's really the question. I think this Leeds United and Wolves matchup will be a good time to come back and really see what shape our season has taken. If we come back having won these 4 matches, I'm confident. Anything less than that, and we may already be out of the title race. It's as simple as that, really. We need to start performing a little bit better and actually winning some matches. So that's where we're going to leave it for today. If you've enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below. It's particularly important on these first parts of the season because it is such a good jumping on point. Share it around all your friends who you think might enjoy some more Football Manager content in their lives. Subscribe for daily Football Manager content from a Monday to a Friday. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.